Hello, folks, and welcome back. Today we have a update for EGS. Now, for those of y'all that play EGS on a regular basis, you know this update was actually on the experimental branch of EGS. Well, it looks like today they've pushed it to um, the regular branch. Let's see, as you may already know from the experimental phase, this update focuses on a few new features, including refactoring and convenience on a larger scale. As we already announced in the announcement for the experimental phase, this update does not contain any new missions or other content for the main scenario, default random. We have instead created a separate scenario for the future development of all content whose changes usually require a new save game, new or changed POIs, playing fields, missions, etc. While all the fixes and technical feature listed in this changelog below go to any scenario. Okay, so this is the information on the new update right here. If you want to take a minute to pause and all that, I'm just going to sip some of this coffee. Today's coffee is, once again, Irish Sweet Cream. Good stuff. Good coffee. So the boy got to go to the store with me today. He was all excited. He got to go see his friends at the store. Ain't that right, Booker? Yeah, that's right. He's all over there happy and excited looking at me smiling. He says hello, everybody. Hopefully y'all like my new intro. Have a few videos of playing games, experimenting, showing, stuff like that. For some reason, I decided to delete all of my videos, so all the videos of Snow Runner and all that stuff, they are deleted, so I'll have to get new videos to change the videos in the stream and all that stuff. But, alright, so we got a short-range warp, which those of y'all that play Reforged Eden know that Revian and Vermilion have already done that in-game, so nothing new there. Jump gates, once again, Reforged Eden does that. Nothing new there. See, basic Galaxy configure playfield refactor. Among other things, the update focuses on general spawning issues with POIs for various factions in certain areas due to incorrect configuration, empty POI blueprint groups, etc. However, it is also addresses general improvements in this regard, including number, density, placement, optimizations, surrounding activities, etc. That's what EG means. Drone bases, drones, defenses, and much more. Once again, Reforged Eden, Revian, Vermilion, they already sorted that out in their mod, Reforged Eden. For those of y'all that don't know, look it up on the Steam Workshop page, Reforged Eden 2 Beta. The other Reforged Eden is obsolete. They've moved everything over to Reforged Eden 2 Beta. Go over there, tell them that Chief sent you. Show them some love, download it, play it, love it, enjoy it. All right, let's see. Colorable asteroid fog. That's a new one. Let's see. This feature adds the possibility for creators and scenario builders to manipulate the color of asteroid fog, and newly added fog only implement directly via E-class config settings. Okay, so if you have the Dark Faction DLC, then that was already a thing, and once again, Vermilion and Ravion already figured that out in Reforged Eden 2 Beta. Nothing new there. Okay, moving on. Now, this is new, though. Personal Communication Console, PCC. The Personal Communication Console is a craftable device that can be placed on bases and on capital vessels. It allows direct access to the current and plan future services of the Galactic Information, the Gen console, which those of y'all that's been following these episodes on Let's Mod EGS that I've been producing for y'all know that we've already learned how to place such objects like that on our stuff. So it's all in the coding. All right. So in summary, to test all new features and game content, please start the new save game by using the scenario button and then selecting the default scenario or default random experimental scenario and one of its start options. Note, this is a test scenario focused on new developments. The normal missions and events will not be available in the test scenario. Unfortunately, this may result in problems with dialogues of existing story NPCs and consoles, but these can be ignored. After using the default experimental scenario and its public rollout outside of the experimental branch is, of course, also a test in itself. So please let us know. Okay, well, I'm letting you know all this stuff that you've done right here. Vermilion and Revian already figured all that out in Reforged Eden 2. But hey, thank you though, appreciate that. So that's the new update, and there it is. It's patiently waiting to update, but I've got it paused because we got other things to do today, folks. All right, so today we are going to let's see, what did I have planned for today? Yes, I think what I wanted to do today is kind of button up a few things that we had worked on, like changing the names and stuff like that to properly match what we've been working on, if memory serves me correctly. And we're going to learn how to do that. We are looking for our drone. There it is. This guy right here. All right, this is what we're looking for. This right here. This drone entity, large player. We're going to control copy, control F, and we're going to find all of these. What we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different. Remember, you should be using Notepad++ at this current conjuncture. All right, we're going to find in files. Then we're going to browse the files to find them in. And we're going to make sure that we're in the Imperium Galactic Steam library, Steam apps, common, Imperium Galactic survival, content, scenarios, our mod, which is, which one is it? Right here, live stream help mod. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and select that folder. And we're going to leave it on that folder right there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and select folder. Then we're going to come back over here to find all. Then it's going to sit there and it's going to search every one of the files in all of the directories is what it's doing under the folder that we selected. Okay, and the reason we do this is because we want to know what all files this one file right here references. Okay. All right. Now, if you have this right here, if you move this up, and we'll move it up a little bit further for you, what it does is it shows you every place this file right here is referenced in. Right here is in blocks config, ECF, E-class config, ECF, and items config, ECF, and then templates. Okay. Now, some of these we've already changed to our mod, like this one right here. Okay, that's that one right there. That's the one that we put in there on our templates. Okay, so we'll go ahead and highlight those right there. Okay, and then this here's what we copied it off of, which is right up here. And then if you look right there, see how we copied it right there? Okay, we'll need that here in a minute. But right now we're focusing on just this specific file right here. Okay? So, if we look, there's only one place that this references, and that is right here. We're actually going to be more interested in where we modded it at. So we're just going to double click that one. This is our drone bay that we modded. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do, excuse me. Let's see. Let me just look real quick just to make sure, because if we do this wrong, we absolutely are going to mess it up. Okay. So give me just 1 second. All right. You see where it says mods? That's the ones that we made a copy of. Okay. All right. And then this one right here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and type in mod right here. Okay. Then we're going to go over here to our E-class config. We're going to go ahead and type in right here mod. Okay, like that. And that should be basically everything that we need to do. Okay, but now what we need to do here, let's move this out of our way. Okay, what we need to do here is copy, go under here, and then paste that right there. Okay, and then we're going to come back up here to that, and we're just going to remove that. Okay, and we can go ahead and uncheck this. Okay, and we'll just check our other one down here below. Because now what we've just did is we've switched from using the default in-game, that I'll show you when we get in game. Just give me just a second here. Get this all sorted out right here. There's really no easy way to click these bad boys on and off and stuff like that. All right. This is our deal right here. We don't have to click every one of them, but just enough to know when we scroll up and down where we're going and stuff like that. All right. Perfect. All right. So now we can go back up here. Since this is going to be the vanilla, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and clear those two lines. Then we want to go ahead and uncomment those two lines. Okay? And then that should be all we need to do. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and save that. We're going to go to our blocks. We're going to go ahead and save our block. Okay. And that should reference everything back up to our that should reference everything back up to our there we go. And we're going to swap them icons out right there. That right there, everything is going to be everything's pulled from the default in game to our stuff. All right, let's see. Commanding officer for our drone. Defense drone bay. Okay. Oh, I can't even. My gosh, Chief. Y'all didn't tell me I was misspelling it. There we go. My God, I cannot type today. We'll get it right here in a minute. I might need some more. Okay, that's goofy looking. There we go. All right, let's make sure. All right, commanding officer for our drone defense drone bay. Okay, let me get a sip of this coffee again because apparently I need it. All right, good stuff. All right, beautiful. Okay, let's see, drone entity spawner. Okay, drone player, drone player. All right, beautiful. So that should be everything referenced to our drone bay, and our icon should now look like a commanding officer instead of the little thermal thingy. All right, so let's go ahead and save that. Okay, and give us a nice little load on EGS. I don't. Oh, shit. It's going to download the update, guys. No way around it. Well, shit. And it's 3.5 gigabytes. See